And, I won't tell you how this election is so different from every other one, but it is, and you've heard it before, and I'll tell you why. Joe Biden is nothing more than a Trojan horse for the
Yes.
left.
Yes.
Nothing more than a Trojan horse for socialism.
Yes.
They don't like America, they hate America. It was evidenced in Chaz and Chop.
Yes.
The anti-America that had their own borders, that searched everyone, that, we gotta have open borders, everybody. We've gotta, keep everybody in their house and open the borders and defund the police and take away our guns. That's what the mission is for them. So you say to yourselves, well, that will never happen. I'm telling you it's going to happen if Joe Biden gets elected. And the 25th Amendment, the talk about it and the fine tuning of it by Nancy Pelosi, I believe is an effort to take Joe Biden out as soon as they can to put Kamala Harris in. Kamala Harris, you may say, is she's a former DA, as I was, and therefore she must be pro-law enforcement. We have nothing to worry about. She's a chameleon. She is pro-criminal. And her job right now is to carry the flag for the Democrats that will destroy this country. You already know that freedom of speech is gone. If your speech is not politically correct, you can lose your job. I literally was suspended for 2 weeks and almost fired, but for the fact that, thank God and America, that there was a groundswell of support for me 2 years ago. But if you are in a job where simply wearing a Trump hat or being a Trump supporter triggers someone, you can lose your job. Freedom of religion will be gone. It's almost gone now. In New York, they are targeting the synagogues. Orthodox Jews are not allowed to have any kind of funeral that involves people. They're trying to shut down the Christian Catholic churches as well as the synagogues. And I have a radio show on WABC. I had Bill Donahue, who's the head of the president of the Catholic League, on. And one of the things that we talked about was the fact that as Christians, we have learned to turn the other cheek. Folks, this is a crusade.
Yes.
This is not the time to turn the other cheek. And also the fact that the United States Supreme Court, in a decision written by John Roberts, and I have no idea why the Supreme Court justices that we appoint from the right move left, but the left never move right. That's another issue. That it's okay to open Caesar's, the casinos, Caesar's Palace in Nevada. It is okay to open the multiplex theaters in Nevada, but don't you dare go to church in numbers more than 49. And if you park outside of a church on Easter Sunday just to listen to services, you will be ticketed. Your pastor will be arrested. This is a takedown of religion, which is the essence of this nation. A nation founded on Judeo-Christian ethics, and they want that gone. They don't believe in it, and they want it gone. And I never knew how important my religion was until I realized that they could take it from me. And that we just wouldn't be America anymore. And they want your guns. They're not taking my guns from me. But Kamala Harris believes that by executive order, she can confiscate your guns in spite of the Constitution and the Second Amendment. Now, I'm not going to go on, but what I will tell you is this. Whether, and this is Lester speaking, okay? It's not about, would you like to come up and say this? Yeah, come on.
She's gonna be saying this on TV, watch what.
Yeah.
Hey, this election is not about who, it's about what. That's what this election is about, not about who. Because you know what? We can all look at both of these characters and say, why would we be voting for these guys? But hey, there is a clear black and white difference between about the what. So this election is about what we're voting for, not who we're voting for. And if you don't get that, you'll miss it. And we need to be messaging that to people all around us because they're all saying, how can I vote for a person like what we've seen here in this last debate and all this kind of stuff? And we all ask that question, right? So hey, here's the deal. We do know clearly the two sides and what they stand for. And right now we have the most pro-life president of all.
Amen.
We have the most evangelical Christians and people of all faiths
Yes.
have the greatest access to the White House of ever in the past, ever. There's been nothing like this, and I've heard it from the people who have been working in this arena for years and years, and they're saying, wow, can you believe what we just experienced? So the access is wide open. You know, through the years I remember hearing this arguments, particularly made in churches, about the separation of church and state. We have a president that has opened the barn doors to Christians and people of faith across this country. Open the doors. The White House has state dinners with them. So hey, if we can't, as God's people and people of faith, make the case for this president, we will have done a great disservice. And I don't want to hear about the separation of church and state if we're not willing to walk through a door this wide.
Amen. Yes.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Amen.